this is Grace from EchoView, and today I'm going to be showing you how to knit the loop stitch that is used throughout the pattern for our very own sheepskin rug. This pattern is so much fun to knit. This yarn is so beautiful, and it's just a fun, unusual shape that I really enjoyed making, and I hope you will too. So the yarn that is used for this project is EchoView's own Haley yarn. It's named after our founder's sweetest dog. It's a blend of merino wool and alpaca and mohair from the goats on the EchoView farm. So in order to get the loops of the pattern, you actually create the loops when you're looking at the wrong side of the pattern. I'm using circular needles here just because that's what I'm comfortable with using, but you can knit this pattern on straight needles with no problem. So this pattern is knit over a course of 4 rows, and you switch where you put the loop so that you're staggering it. So here it was on this stitch and that stitch, stitches 1 and 3. So for this row, I'm going to be putting it on stitch 2. So I come in and I knit the first stitch, and then with the second stitch I come in, and then I use these 2 fingers to create the width of the loop. I take the yarn in my right hand and I wrap it over the top of the needle, over the back of my fingers, and then over the top of the needle again, and I pull it tight. So I've looped it twice around the needle. I then pull that through the stitch on the left, and then I pass the 2 loops onto the left hand needle. Now I've got what looks like basically 3 stitches on the left hand and one, still just that normal one on the right. I knit all of these together. So it's basically just knit 2 together like you would normally and pass them off. And then I use my finger to just pull that loop tight, and that's it. It seems complicated and might take you a little while to kind of get the hang of it, but honestly, once you get the hang of it, it just kind of cruises. So then you knit the next stitch, just normal. And then I'll show you again just a few more times going across the row. So you knit, but you don't slip the stitch off the needle. You keep it on. You bring the yarn over and you loop it around your fingers once, but you loop it around the needle twice. Then you pass those underneath your other stitch just like you normally would, but instead of sliding anything off your needle, you transfer those 2 onto the left hand needle, and then you knit them all together like that and slide it off the stitches. Okay, so I'm going to pick up the pace a little bit so you can just get the hang. So I slide the needle in, wrap it twice, slip them over to the left, and then knit 2 together. Pass it off, pull it tight. Knit 1. Okay, last time, you pass the needle under. Oops, don't catch in between your stitches. Knit it around once, like that. loop it around once around your fingers and then a second time around the needle. Pass it under, but instead of sliding this off like you normally would, you slip those onto the left hand needle. I remove one finger at that point to loosen up the tension a bit so that I can knit two together. Slide off and pull tight, and then just knit the last one in that row. And then you've got your second row of these little loopy guys. And because you keep staggering them all the way up, it ends up looking like a really plush knit. So for the right side of the piece, the right side is in the correct side, you just knit all the way across. And for this side, you're welcome to hold the needle in your hold the yarn in your left hand so that you can knit just even a little bit faster on that row to compensate for the fact that the loop row does take a little bit of time. And that's that. And then I would turn it over, and on this side I would start with the loop on the outside, stagger, so stitches 1 and 3. Okay, that's it. Thank you, and I hope you guys have fun knitting this project. Bye!